Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode I will show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin at the moment. I will give you one bullish perspective and I will give you one bearish perspective. I will show you why I do believe that we can from this level see the market from 22,790 have a momentum to the upside, and we're gonna try to break above this previous resistance again and see the market potentially with a long-term target come back up to 24,500 and 25,800. For the bearish scenario, I would want the market to break below 22,220 for the market to create one low and then potentially see the market come back up and retest 22,500 for a lower high, and that can take us back down to lower target, because if that is the case, we are breaking the daily support trend line. But I will show you exactly everything in detail. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first. So sit back and join while I explain to you why I have my bullish and bearish scenario on Bitcoin. Let's just start over as always with the higher time frames, because if you're new to the channel, I just want to show you exactly how I see the market. And I see that we could potentially continue back up with time, back up to 24,600, potentially 25,800 too. Go down to the daily chart just to make sure that we understand what we are looking at. We saw the market creating a sideways market, first of all, right here between 22,590 and $19,000. The market now did break above this level, which came back inside of it again, broke above, and now we do have another higher low. So we have the higher low since this previous support zone. Market pullback to the upside, higher low potentially now, and then potentially see a higher low where the market pull back up to these Fibonacci levels for eventually see the market continue back down. So we're gonna focus on what's happening right here, because we don't even know if the market will pull back down to this level at 16,800. Only time will tell. But until we see if the market push back up to these Fibonacci levels, this is where we will see if the market then slowly and steady reverse back down. But everything can obviously happen, because everything is probabilities, right? So we're not trying to involve our emotions at all. We're just trying to follow what the market is giving us. And right now the market is giving us a higher low, a potential higher low, because if we connect the dots with the Fibonacci from 21,220 back up to the high at 23,854, we see the market pull back down and create a doji against this level. Now this is on the daily chart, and we have it against 22,548. This is the daily candlestick that we see right now. If we are closing like this today, we just might see the market continue back up, because the 50% is the level where we expect the market to have a reverse. But we can go down to the lower time frames and we connect the dots with the trend line. So we're just gonna do this now. We have the market creating the first high, and this was also where we saw the market retesting the 50% for the first time. And now we connect the dots with the lower high. So the second lower high that we did have before this happened, we saw the market broke below this level now. So this was a fake out from this resistance. Market came back down, saw a retest from below, and now we see that the market have some more momentum to the downside. So we're gonna connect the resistance trend line with this lower high now, because we also never closed above this high. Okay, you can all see that this line combined with the previous lower high, we only came back up and retested it. If we go to the daily again, and now it's 4 hours, and so it's 5 hours left of this candlestick, so we can go to the 4 hourly at the moment. So one thing that we also can do is that we now drag the Fibonacci from 22,437, because this was the last lower high that we did, lower low, and we connected with the next lower high, and that is at 23,000 396. And another thing that we can do is that we drag a box just so we can understand, and then we're going to extend it back, and you can see how the market gave us a previous support. And this was something that I spoke on yesterday's live stream, was that if we see the market break below this level, we need to wait for the market if we see the retest of this previous support, because I said that if we are breaking inside of it again, we can use this previous support as a new support, and that just might take us back up to higher targets. Now, what we have to have in mind now is that if we see that this candlestick is closing like this today, remember that this is a inverted hammer. So usually what happens is that when we close like this against now a Fibonacci levels at this 50%, we can see that the market will fill this wick. So that can be the beginning of the market actually having a bigger momentum now to the upside, because remember, I do expect the market to pull back up to 24,585. Now this is around these levels, or 25,800 as I said. And another thing that we can do is that when we go down to the lower time frames, we see that we have this previous fake out, right? And as long as we're not breaking this level, we can still see the market reverse back to the upside. Based on the same Fibonacci that we did retest at 22,540 now, the targets take profit 1 and 2 is combined exactly with where I expect the market to reverse back down from. But if we would now see the bearish momentum, what we're going to do is that we're going to use the same Fibonacci level, and if we break below this level, below 22,220, we can see the market come back up inside, come from below and retest 22,550 as the lower high, and that can take us back down to lower targets. Okay, because remember now, everything is probability. So just because we have the setup, we always have to look at how the market is behaving around these levels. Another thing that we will do is use this support trend line, and you can see that if we also break below this Fibonacci at 22,220, this is also a break of the support trend line, which is very important because the support trend line on the daily is representing the uptrend, and if we break that level, we are breaking structure, which means that the trend to the upside, now the pullback, because we came back up and retested at 50%, can be over. And if we see the market giving us the higher low, as long as we're not breaking this previous higher low at 21,200, we're still in the uptrend, because this is technically the one, the higher lows is always the one maintaining the uptrend. But if we then see the market come back up and retest the support, previous support becomes new resistance, that could be the beginning of the market obviously to create the next lower high, and that could take us back down. So we do have a bullish scenario, is that if we see that the market now is respecting these levels at 22,797, or this previous support, as you can see, and on the lower time frames, this is the Fibonacci levels. Remember when we drag the Fibonacci from low to the high, and we just might, if this Fibonacci is also respected, we can now see the market break above 22,910, give us a retest from above, and then eventually try to break above the resistance trend line that we tried to break before, but we didn't have the power to do that, so we came back down. That is the bullish scenario that I do have. And when it comes to the bearish scenario, is that if we see that the market is breaking below 22,220, see the market break it, retest from below, that could be the beginning of the market to actually continue back to the downside. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on BYBIT, up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. And the good thing with BYBIT is that when we hold up positions for a longer time, we have the low fees, and BYBIT is also giving you other challenges where you can receive other bonuses outside the one that you can receive from me. So you have the link in the description down below the video, and you also have it right here in the corner. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I do have my next live stream or when I do have my next update. I hope everyone will have a super great weekend. I will sit inside and back test my whole weekend, and I'm so excited for that. I hope you will do that too. Until we see each other next time, have a great day. Mwah, from Sweden.